NCIS has a loyal fan base who has loved the show for almost 20 years. The franchise has grown over the years to include a bunch of other shows, but there are a few main characters that have stood out among all the others. Now, NCIS fans are upset about Gibbs after seeing Sean Murray's big news on Instagram. Let's dive in. So first up, why fans are upset about Gibbs. This is a bit of a good news, bad news situation. On the one hand, fans were really excited about the news that Sean Murray had to share, but on the other side, fans saw a hint that they really didn't want to see. It all started with the announcement that NCIS has been renewed for another season. This new season will remarkably be the 20th one. Sean Murray, who plays Special Agent Timothy McGee, announced the exciting news on Instagram. The number 20 on his announcement was made up of all sorts of pictures of the cast. It was a really nice tribute to the show and the 20 seasons. But there was one person that was notably absent in these pictures. Mark Harmon was nowhere to be seen. Now, we all know that Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the original team leader that started it all, decided to retire this season, but most of us aren't completely ready to accept the fact that he is gone for good. After working on the show for so many years, we had to hope that he just needed a break and that he would return after being gone for a few months. But the fact that he isn't in the pictures has forced us to face the possibility that he might be gone for good, and that does not make fans happy. Could Gibbs ever return? When Gibbs decided to leave, he looked the happiest that he has ever been, but that doesn't mean we don't want him back. The show has kept him around even while he wasn't physically there. There have been moments that he was mentioned, including times that he did some awesome things for McGee's kids, and moments where the other characters mentioned hoping to see him again. They might just be teasing us, or they could be hinting that he could make an appearance in the future. It's not like Mark Harmon has completely stepped away from the show, since he is still an executive producer on NCIS. But when the showrunner Steve Binder released the statement that Harmon would be taking a step back from Gibbs, he also said that the viewers should never count Leroy Jethro Gibbs out. That is not a no, he won't ever come back. Hopefully he'll pop up from time to time, even if he doesn't want to come back to the show permanently. Even after he left the show in early season 19, he has remained on the season's opening credits, but he hasn't come back yet. We'll have to wait for season 20 to see if Gibbs is still shown on the credits, or if he completely disappears from the show altogether. Next, the renewal of the series. But it wasn't just fans of the flagship show that has reason to celebrate. When renewing NCIS, CBS has also announced that the entire franchise will be renewed for more seasons. We know that NCIS New Orleans wrapped up recently, so that won't be back, but the rest will be. NCIS will be coming for season 20. NCIS Los Angeles will be back with season 14, and the newest addition to the franchise, NCIS Hawaii, will be back for its second season. One person that was super excited about the news was Vanessa Lachey. She plays NCIS's Hawaii lead Jane Tennant, the first female lead of NCIS. Back when she heard that season 1 was picked up for a full season, she was already super excited to manage that milestone. Right after that, she and Nick Lachey picked up and moved to Hawaii. It is a good thing that the show got renewed. Vanessa has shared that she was still on cloud 9, feeling extremely blessed, grateful, and appreciative. She went on to say that she had started to feel at home on the island. She also promised the cast and crew will continue to give their all while telling these stories. She finally thanked everyone that supported the show and gave them the great first season that led to the renewal. Up next, NCIS actress teases big surprise final. Season 19 of NCIS has already given us loads of ups and downs and drama, but it seems like the last few episodes of the season will still have some excitement left over for us. Katrina Law, who now plays Special Agent Jessica Knight, has shared that she has been booked a stunt double for filming the season finale, which will be on May 23rd in the US. She says that a stunt double always bodes well for good fun action. She also teased that she couldn't say anything more about the final episode, except that she hinted that it would be a big, huge surprise ending. The NCIS team and cast had quite a number of changes in the last few years, with loads of favorites leaving and new cast members like Law joining the series to make up for the characters that have left. We are already falling in love with the new cast, but that doesn't make us miss the old crew any less. Are you excited to hear that the entire franchise has been renewed? Which show is your favorite in the series? Share your thoughts with us in the comments section. We love to hear from you. Next up, we will check out the 2 show favorites that had a reunion, the event that linked the entire franchise, and a lot more. Stick with us. Now, 2 OG very special agents reuniting. Way back in the day, there were 2 very special agents called Anthony DiNozzo, who was played by Michael Weatherly, and then there was Special Agent Caitlin Todd, who was played by Sasha Alexander. Kate's death is still one of the most shocking and heartbreaking television deaths that I have ever watched. Alexander left the show after just a few seasons because the filming schedule was just too grueling, and she wanted more time with her family. Weatherly, on the other hand, stuck around for 13 seasons and has since moved on to the successful show Bull. They were the 2 originals, and fans have been waiting for a reunion for years, and we got what we hoped for. Sort of. Alexander recently shared a picture of the 2 of them together on the set of Bull. It was an awesome picture and gave us all the feels, but sadly, they won't be appearing on screen together. Alexander has been doing a lot of work as a director, and she'll be stepping into the director chair for 1 episode of the final season of Bull. Hopefully, it's just one step to them doing another on-screen project together someday. Next, the whole franchise of actors getting together. Another incredible reunion or get-together has to be the appearance that the entire franchise of NCIS did at PallyFest LA. For the first time in a few years, the event was held in person, and they had a few different shows that were represented. But a really cool panel was the one celebrating all things NCIS. They had 3 panels in one event, including the cast of NCIS, NCIS Los Angeles, and even NCIS Hawaii. It was the biggest event ever at the PallyFest LA. The full cast of all 3 shows was there. Talk about a massive crossover event. It was massive that they got all together, and the first time since it was announced that all 3 shows were renewed. The pictures of the event are pretty pretty epic, and it sounds like a great experience for fans of the franchise. Why does Ducky appear so seldom? Gibbs isn't the only person that fans adore on the show. Another fan favorite that has been around since the start is Donald Ducky Mallard, who is played by David McCallum. The chief medical examiner with all of his wisdom was one of the best parts of NCIS. Don't get me wrong, I love Jimmy, but the dynamic between the two doctors was really sweet, and I loved how they interacted. But in recent seasons, we have seen way less of Ducky. He hasn't left the show completely, but he has shared that he reached an agreement with the series to allow him to only appear in a few episodes each season. This is a series that has been known to have a really hectic filming schedule that is rough on personal life, and it sounds like McCallum has decided that he would prefer to spend more time with his family and even grandchildren. And besides, McCallum has been working in television for years. He first became famous in the 1960s for his role of Ilya Kuryakin in the TV series. The man from UNCLE and has since worked in television for years. Now he is 88, and I doubt that he will start to appear on the show more often. But we will take what we can get, and as long as we get to see Ducky every so often, that will be enough for us. David McCallum deserves a break. Are you excited to see more seasons of NCIS even without Gibbs? Let us know. Thanks for watching.